and I'll share the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Is the screen visible?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see
So
it.
first of the topic that we'll start with today is Unit 1. Unit 1. And first of all, Unit 1 has two definitions. One is for the two concepts, basic concepts in statistics. One is the individual and other one is the variable. Okay, we'll move on to the textbooks. Okay. Are you making notes of it? What I'm teaching? You should make. I'll suggest
Yeah,
it. Yeah, yeah. So I'll provide you this board also, this board on which I'm teaching. So you can refer that also. It will be very helpful. Okay. So first of all, we'll explore the definition of statistics. So not to miss that also. Statistics, as I have told you yesterday, what it is? Can you repeat?
statistics is the study of data.
Very good. Good. The study the study of data. Okay, so there are various studies in the definition of our textbook. We have seen there are various studies. So what others means the data? What study is there? First of all, first point is collecting the data, collecting it, collecting data, then analyzing it. A very huge part is analyzing. When we work with the data, there are several questions that we are asking the data. So we should know what are the questions that we are going to ask to the data. Asking, I'll write it here in the bracket. Asking, analyzing means asking questions,
Wait, what?
asking questions to the data. Analyzing means asking questions to the data. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay.
I thought you
Asking
were like
questions.
asking me a question for a second there. I
Ah,
was like, what?
yes. Okay, sorry. Asking question to the data means what? What
Yeah.
exactly, what exactly the data,
Well, wait,
what
you're
exactly the
okay.
data wants
Yeah.
to say. That's the meaning of analyzing. Analyzing. That's what analyzing means. Okay. Then the study of data. So these were the 2 points that it included. And the third point is collecting, analyzing, and then we have seen collecting, analyzing, and drawing conclusions. Drawing conclusions. Drawing
Yeah.
conclusions. So conclusions involve several type of conclusions. Likewise, you can represent in type of a chart. There are various charts that we'll learn further, or in form of a report in wordings. Okay. So this was the simple definition in your textbook that the study of data, what study it is, collecting the data, analyzing it. First point is collecting the data, then analyzing it,
Right.
and then drawing conclusions from it. Okay, this was the basic definition of statistics. So in the textbook
Mm-hmm.
here, he has referred a solid understanding of statistics will help you make good decisions based on the data in your daily life. So uh, you can think that our brain is collecting the data in every second, and on that data we are taking our decisions. Likewise, if you see a child, if you observe a child, if he touches a hot cooker and his skin get burns, okay, the next time will he touch the cooker? Is the question
Hello?
audible? Zed?
No. You were just
Okay,
breaking up
I'm
here and
asking
there, but
you.
it's okay. I heard everything. No, I don't
Okay,
have any
I'm asking.
questions.
Oh no, I'm
Wait,
asking
what?
you a question that
Oh,
if a small child touches a hot cooker first time, his hand or his skin get burns. Will he try to
yeah.
touch the cooker the second time?
No.
No. Why? Because his brain has stored that when we touch a hot cooker, we get hurt. That's the reason how our brain is responding to the data. So is statistics also. So statistics tells about a lot about data. Okay. So first of all, organizing data. You can read here that every year the U.S. Census Bureau collects data from over 3 million households as a part of American Community Survey. The table displays some data from the ACS in a recent year. So what data is listed here? You can see that household, region, number of people living there, time in dwelling,
Uh,
response mode. Yes. Any question?
no, no, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just
So
listening.
now we'll move on to the first and the most important thing, that's individual and variable. So an individual is an object, and individual is an object described in a set of data. Okay. What he has said is that individual, individual is an object, object. Individual is an object. So it can be a noun, likewise, name of something. Likewise, I'll give you an example. Likewise, if
Yeah.
I have a column naming what I can give is clothes. Clothes. So here it will be a pant, jeans, track suit. So these all things are individuals. These all things are individuals. Understood? Name of something. Likewise, if I am writing names of
Yep.
persons, likewise, Z, Shoaib, uh, Henry. See, these all are individuals. So is the definition of individual clear? Individual is an object, a name of something, a name of something, or you can say name of an animal, place, region. Is it clear? Definition of individual is clear there?
Yeah, you can
Okay,
see it.
okay, okay. The next is the most important thing, that's the variable. So I have told you, given the definition yesterday, we'll write once more. What does variable means? What is a variable? Can you tell me what we have discussed tomorrow?
It's an at it is an attribute that is interchangeable to the value.
Very good. It's an attribute that changes based on our observation. Based on our observation, or you can say based on our observation or study. The a general meaning, a thing,
What? Yeah.
uh, a second meaning of variable, a thing which is not constant, a thing which is not constant, which changes with time. That's a variable. So we'll directly move on to the exercise. So you'll get a general idea. Okay, there are two types of variables in the basic category that we'll see. Variables, two types. Variables. One is a likewise brief. I'll tell you. Qualitative, qualitative, and quantitative. Quantitative. So any variable that's describing a value that's describing a value of something, of a thing, that's describing a value of a thing is known as a qualitative, is known as a qualitative variable, is known as a qualitative variable. Did you get it? Right? Did you get it? Quantitative
Yeah.
variable? Sure?
Yeah. 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 I got.
Okay.
Yeah. I got it.
Okay. College. Now we come to qualitative. Any value that describes a quality, a quality of the attributes quality. Likewise, if we are talking about gender, for example, I'll give you both the examples, qualitative and quantitative. First about qualitative. Likewise, I'm talking about gender. So if I tell Z, so directly name the thing that will come to mind is male. If I tell a name of a female that you suggest, can you give me a name of a female?
Sarah?
Sarah. So that the thing that will come to my mind is female. So these things, the gender that is telling me is about the quality of that specific person. Likewise, he or she is a male or a female. So this gender column will be a qualitative variable. Why is it a qualitative variable? Because it is telling me about a quality of a gender. Okay, so the next is the quantitative variable. So if I write uh, number of number of shoes a customer buys, customer buys. So if I tell the first person enters the store and he buys two pairs of shoes, two pairs. Okay, the second one enters and buys a five pairs, and the third one enters and he buys one pair. Okay, so this variable is giving me data about numbers. Data about numbers. Yes or no?
Number. Yeah.
Yeah. So it will be a quantitative variable. It will be a quantitative variable. Understood the two variables?
Yeah, understood.
Okay. So when you see the
Quantitative and
exercise,
qualitative?
correct. Yes, correct. Quantitative and qualitative. Okay. Now in your textbook, he has given the name, a specific name to a qualitative. So don't get confused. I'm listing it down here. Qualitative. He has given a name to the
Qualitative as
qualitative.
categorical.
Yes, correct. Categorical variable. Categorical variable. Category, something, a variable specifying something about category is called a categorical variable. One thing to note down, one thing to note down here
Mhm.
in this, please note it down. I'm writing it down here, sorry. Hmm. Every now I've told you yesterday that we will see variables in terms of columns. Variables likewise, there is gender, name, okay, items bought. These all columns, these columns will be variables. Variables. So write this thing down here, which I'm writing here down. Okay. Every every column or variable that has that has numbers as their entries means what? I'll explain you. Numbers as their entries
Quantitative.
are not quantitative.
No.
Example
Oh, wait,
given,
wait, yeah.
okay? An example given in
Yeah.
your textbook. I'll specify that only. Zip code. Zip code. Zip code is in form of a
Mhm.
number. Likewise, I'll use an Indian zip code 411001, 411035, or I'll use one more 152301. So these zip codes are in form of numbers, But you ask the question to the zip code, what it is exactly talking about. So likewise, the zip codes tell me that that the shoes that the customer bought is from India. This also tells me about he's from India. And for suppose this zip code belongs to USA. I don't know what zip code is for USA, just I am supposing it. Okay. So what does the variable is telling about? It is giving me a qualitative result. Yes or no? Yeah. So
Qualitative,
this
yeah.
will so this will not be a quantitative variable. I'll list here quantitative variable. This will not be. This won't be. What it will be? It will be a
It
it
won't be a
it
it
will
will be a
be a
qualitative,
qualitative, which is categorical.
categorical.
Categorical variable. Categorical variable. Understood? Zaid?
Yeah.
Okay. One more example you can think of, which is in the form of numbers.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh, okay. Tell me one example. One example from your side that you can give me for categorical variable. One example.
Color.
Color. Color.
Yeah.
No, color is not. Color is a categorical variable, but one example I am seeking, which is in form of numbers, but it is not quantitative. It is qualitative. It is categorical. Means the
Uh,
entries should come in numbers, and it belongs to a categorical table. Can you think? Stress on your mind.
uh, I'm thinking.
Think. Take time. Think, but
Yeah.
you can do a search if you
I
want.
thought,
Do a search.
um, maybe miles per hour, maybe? No, 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 no,
Highest.
no.
No.
Level of education, maybe? Maybe grade level?
Okay, see, if color is a good example, I'll make an example of color only. So if I'll assign brown, if I have a primary key in my data, in data science, there are
Do you know,
primary keys.
I said grade level.
Yes,
The
I didn't
education
understand.
system.
Uh-huh. Okay.
The grade system, 1, 2, 3, 4, for school,
Okay.
grade levels, class levels.
Correct. Yes. Good. Very good. Grade levels. Yes. So is for students belonging to grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. What does this is telling me? This is not giving me numbers, but it is giving me the category to which the children belong to. Very good, sir. Very good. Category to which the children belong. Very good. Very good. Nice. Okay. Is it clear with you? Shall we move on to the next topic?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So here you can note down the definition of categorical variable and quantitative variable. Come on, note it down in your notes. A categorical variable assigns labels that place each individual in a particular group called a category. A quantitative variable take number values that are quantities, counts, or measurements. You can note it down there.
Hmm. Yeah.
Write it down. You are writing it down, or shall I go
Uh,
ahead? If you
you
want
can go
need
ahead.
time, okay. You can. I'll share this board also, so it will be nicely helpful for you to go to write the notes there. Senses at school. Okay, individual and variables. So, Alhamdulillah, we have completed one topic from this. What you may say, this unit one. So this is a problem here. What problem helps us? Problems or assignments that I'll solve it in the class in from this textbook will help you to understand the concepts more deeper and get a brief knowledge about it. Okay. So read this problem then.
Yeah.
Okay. Read it in your mind first and tell me what does the question says, what we have to do.
Maybe I read it.
Okay, read it? Okay, so I'll explain you the question. He's telling us census at school an international project that collects data about primary and secondary school students using surveys. Hundreds of thousands of students from Australia, Canada, Ireland, Japan, New Zealand, South Africa, South Korea, the Kingdom, and etc. have taken part in the project. Data from surveys are available online. We use the site's random data selected to choose 10 Canadian students who completed the survey in a recent year. The table displays the data. Okay. So first of all, the question was, this is the question, I'll mark it down. We use the site's random data selector to choose the 10 Canadian students who completed the survey in the recent year. The table displays the data. Okay. The question is downside. Okay. I didn't identify the individuals in the data set. So I'll first of all explain you what are individuals. So you will get an idea about individuals. See, I'm listing your color. Okay. So color is a variable. Color is the variable. Correct?
Variable. Yeah. The
Correct. So
people
in
is
color
the
column, there are
individual.
different colors, likewise brown, blue, pink, black, and white. Okay. In this variable, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are individuals. These are individuals. Is is the example and the definition of individual clear? Yes or no?
No, yeah.
Yeah. One more example we'll see here. Okay.
Take
So first of all, identify the individuals in the data set. So in province column, what are the individuals? Can you name it? See, I'll show you. Okay.
is the
Tell me.
province.
Province. In province, yes. In province, in the first column, province is a variable. Yes or no? Province is a
Province
column
is a
name.
variable.
Province is a variable. In province, how many? Chalo, come on, tell me the number. How many variables, how many individuals are there? How many individuals are there in the column of province? Number of individuals there.
Uh,
Unique, huh? Unique individuals. Unique individuals. See, that name Saskatchewan,
10,
Ontario, Alberta,
10.
Nunavut. These 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are variables. These are individuals. Understood?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. In gender, male and female are individuals. Yes or no?
Yep. The individuals.
Correct. So in number of languages spoken. So see, this is also an
Nope.
individual. Okay.
Uh, Technically not. Okay, we'll take that.
Okay. Hand handedness. Which handedness means he's a
See.
right-handed or a left-handed. So in this, how many
Yeah.
individuals are there? Right and left. Yes. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
we'll see the answer. Okay. The second question was, what are the variables? Classify each as categorical or quantitative. So please classify. Province, tell me, it is a categorical or a quantitative?
Categorical,
Second
qualitative,
one,
categorical,
third one,
qualitative,
very good. The fourth one,
categorical,
fifth one,
quantitative,
very good. Seventh one,
quantitative,
and the last one,
quantitative,
very good, very good. So we
categorical.
move, very good. So we'll move on to the answer. See, categorical
Mm-hmm.
provinces are categorical variables are province, gender, handedness, preferred communication method. Last one. See, this is the categorical one. Preferred communication,
Yeah.
and the quantitative are number of languages spoken, height, wrist, and wrist circumference. Is it clear now, sir? Categorical and quantitative
Yeah.
variables. Okay, good.
Yes.
Learning.
Yeah.
Good going on. Okay. So now there is when we learn about data. Okay, in quantitative, there are two types. It is very simple, but it has what you may say different branches. Just you have to remember what's the difference between it. Difference between it. Quantitative has two types. I have given you this example yesterday. You'll collect as I write. Recollect. Discrete and continuous.
Uh,
Do you remember?
yeah.
Can you give me an example of
Discrete
discrete?
has exact value.
Exact, very good. Exact value
Uh,
and continuous can have value in form of decimal points. Likewise, 156.25,
yeah.
this is the continuous data, or in form of intervals, if I'm telling 10 to 20. So there involves infinite numbers between 10 to 20. Oh, sorry. If I'm telling 10 to 20 can be continuous, 10 to 20 can be discrete. It depends upon what variable it is assigned. If I'm telling you 10 to 20 is the floor in a building, in a building, the example that I had given you yesterday, interval form can be discrete or can be continuous. It depends upon the condition. Here it had become discrete, and if I am writing that 10 to 20 is the weight of a person, is a weight of a person. So weight of a person may not be exact. It can take numbers in terms of decimals. Decimals. So it will be
Hello.
continuous.
Okay.
Uh, am I audible? Right? Am I audible? I think my
What?
internet connection is a bit fluctuating
Yeah.
today. Sorry for the interruptions there. So, is it clear to both the things, discrete and continuous?
It's alright. Yeah.
Okay. We'll see in this table only. You have told me that column number 3, column number 5, and column number 6 are quantitative variables. So, can you bifurcate? It is either discrete or continuous, which is discrete and which is continuous. Column number 3, is it discrete or continuous? This column,
That's great.
very good. This one, height,
Uh, continuous.
very good. The width, circumference,
That's great.
good. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we move on to the next thing. Here's the definition of discrete variable, a quantitative variable that takes a fixed set of possible values with gaps between them is a discrete variable. I've told you, like if I'm listing floor in a building, so between 10 to 20, the values are fixed. It can be 10, it can be 11, it can be 12, going, it can be 20. But there will be no value between 10 and 11
Mm-hmm.
as floors can be either 10 or either 11. The numbers are whole numbers and it takes a whole value. So it belongs to discrete. And here it can take in continuous, it can take any value. Now we come to the definition of continuous. A qualitative variable that take any value in an interval on a number line is a continuous variable. You know the number line. I'll draw a number line as he has specified, talked about the number line here. Okay, number line. So, in a number line, when it is a real line. So between 0 and 1, there are infinitely, uncountably, uncountable, 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 infinitely many numbers. Okay, between 0 to 1. So this type of data belongs to this continuous variable. Okay.
Hello?
Now, uh, audible. Am I audible? Am I audible there?
Huh?
Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, you're audible.
Connection is breaking or what?
It's a little, not a lot.
Okay. Come on. Next, analyzing data. Okay. Now it is the next thing. That's the distribution, analyzing data. I've told you the second thing. Now, when we were looking at the definition of statistics, you're about where it is. Here it is this. First, it is the collecting data. Collecting data requires, we have seen till now, what steps does collecting data requires? We have to bifurcate between qualitative. I'll make a list down here. Collecting data requires bifurcating between categorical and quantitative, quantitative, And in quantitative, there are two
Mhm.
types, discrete and the second one is
Screen and continuous.
very continuous. Continuous. So this was all about collecting data. While collecting data, what challenges do we face? One, two, three, and four. Four things that we have to learn. Now we come on to the second step. That's analyzing data, asking questions to the data. So in the textbook, he has given the first definition is about the distribution. What does the distribution mean? I'll give you an easy example and an easy definition of a distribution. We'll go through here. First, here, distribution. Distribution. What does distribution mean? The distribution, the
Distribute.
distribution tells us tells us what pattern, what pattern the data is following. What pattern the data is following. I'll give you one example. Likewise, if I am listing my data on a bar chart, so it can be like this, okay, mixed type, or it can be like this, increasing type. As we
Mm-hmm.
go further, it increases. It can be mixed type. There must be an increase,
Mm-hmm.
then
Yep.
decrease, then increase, and then decrease. Okay. It can be a decreasing one. Increasing
Yeah.
we have seen. Decreasing can be there. There are different patterns. I'll draw this one bigger. This one and this one. This is a decreasing type. So this is the distribution of the data that the data is following. There are different distributions. We'll see it further. So is the definition of distribution clear? A distribution of a variable tells us what the values the variable takes and how often it takes those values. Means what? I have drawn one chart likewise here. Okay. If I am telling that this is my, you say,
Mm-hmm.
horsepower, horsepower and my average of my car. Okay. Horsepower is 0. My average is for about, it is about 50 km per liter. Okay. My house
Mm-hmm.
power is 10. For example, it will be around 40. So I'll draw a bar here as it is 40. When it is 20, so it will be for about 30. Okay, 30. See, yeah, I'm intersecting it here. I'm intersecting it here. Okay, for suppose my horsepower is 30, so my average will be around 20. So I'm intersecting it, the barrier. So this is the distribution, what I have plotted. So what does the distribution tells us? Okay, how often does this data type? How often does this data type take the value of 40? Understood?
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So there is one more chart here. See here, cell phone. Number of students using it. So if I'm telling you that I have to ask a question to this graph, the graph you are seeing in your laptop. So how many students are using cell phones? Can you tell me, seeing the data?
But four.
Uh, cell phones. Preferred
Oh,
communication
cell
method, cell
phones
phone.
two.
Two, yes, yes, yes.
Two. Two.
Text messaging,
Four.
four. Very good. So what you have done here, what you have done here, reading the graph, you have analyzed the data. Analyze the data. Yes or no? You have given me question answer. You have answered my question. Answered my question looking
Mm-hmm.
at the distribution. Answered my question looking at the distribution. Yes or no? And you have given the right answer. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's the power of statistics.
Yeah.
Okay. So this there are different graphs. We'll see it when we will be learning graphs. This is called as the first one here. This is called as a bar plot. Bar plot, and this is a dot plot. This is a dot plot, the second one. Okay. So now we'll okay. The second graph is also interesting. Number of languages spoken. So here in the first, how many languages are spoken? 1, 2, 3, 4,
One.
5. Correct? In
Oh,
5 cities,
for I
these
thought you
people.
said one language
Okay, okay,
five.
no, no.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You have, I was wrong. So this is one, correct? You are correct. Number of languages spoken is one. In how many countries one language is spoken? So it is given it here. One, blue dots. Number of countries: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 6 countries, only one language is spoken. In 3 countries, two languages are spoken, and in 4 countries, one language. In 4 countries, 4 languages are spoken in only one country. Understood the data?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how to analyze data it has given here. Begin by examining each variable by itself, then move on to study relationship among variables. We are going to study the relationship among variables in the next second or the third unit. I've shown you what are the relationship between variables. So the process of I've given you the, if you remember yesterday's chart, I have scattered statistics into 2 parts yesterday. Statistics into 2 parts.
Mhm.
If you remember, one was the descriptive, and
Yeah.
the second one was the inferential. Yes or no? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now what we are studying, he has listed it here. This process of exploratory data analysis, the analyzing that we are doing. What analyzing we are doing? We are making categorical, quantitative, discrete, continuous. Then we are taking observations out of it. These all are included in descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. Okay. Now we'll move on further. Let's check your understanding. Jake is a okay. Read this question. Read this question in your mind.
Okay.
Okay, so directly we'll move on to the second question. What are the variables in this data, and classify
The
them into
cars,
categorical? So directly answer me. The categorical variables are. Tell me what are the categorical variables?
color, model,
Color.
license plate, um,
Can you repeat this again? Color,
color, license plate,
license. See. One more thing. I
navigation
want to repeat
system.
it here. One more thing. License plate. This is in form of numbers. Yes, it includes alphanumeric. So that includes numbers, but this is in form of category. Next, model. Model can be denoted by numbers. Likewise, I'm telling it is a 17th model car. It includes numbers, but what it is telling about the category. Next, categorical variables. We have listed down 3: cars, license plate, model, and color. Any more? Can you see anything?
License plate, model,
Correct. Three. Correct. Three are
color,
there. And quantitative variable.
the navigation system. That's it.
Navigation system is categorical.
Number of
Yes or no?
cylinders.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Categorical system in navigation system will be in categorical because the answer will be yes or no. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the quantitative variables. Can you tell me?
Number of cylinders, gas mileage, and weight.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now the third question is identify each quantitative variable as discrete or continuous. Come on. Which one is discrete and which
Discrete,
one is continuous?
discrete for number of cylinders and gas mileage and weight for
Sorry. I gas
continuous.
mileage will not be discrete. I think gas will
Huh?
not be discrete. So continuous because I tell you. Mileage. You think very broadly. Likewise, mileage can be
They're
tested through
breaking up.
quantity,
What?
kilometer per liter. Yes or no? Any question there?
Uh,
I'm telling you, gas
like,
mileage. Highway gas mileage is continuous. Why? Because it can take any value
oh, because it has a
between any
decimal.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay. Now we'll move on to the next from data analyst. See, from data analyst to inference. Now he has given an inference question. Inference means I've told you. Inference is inference. Inferential statistics include
Hello?
first of all assumptions, assumptions, and then after assuming, you have to make some conclusions. So this question in the textbook here, you'll read this question, read the full question. It is very interesting. And you'll read the answer. I'll explain you what's the question and you read it first.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Can you hear
Hello?
me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Oh, you did. Okay.
Hello, you can hear me, Zed?
Yeah.
Hello. Okay, okay. So here, sometimes you have read the question.
Wait, what?
You have read the question. Read the question. This question you
There
have
was
read
a
it.
there's a qu- there's a question?
Yes, here. This from data analyst. Just read this from sometimes to the works. Here, this one. I'll mark it down here.
Wait,
You
you're
have to
not
read
sharing
this.
the screen.
It is not showing
You're
this.
not
Oh, sorry.
you're not
It,
sharing the screen.
okay, okay, I'll check. Sorry.
You're not sharing the screen.
Now it's showing. See.
There it is. It's okay.
Okay. Just read this question.
Yeah.
Okay. So what he is exactly saying is that I'll write it down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So there are 10
Okay,
students.
what's the question?
You have read the question, no? Correct? Am I correct?
Huh?
You have read the question.
Wait, did hear you what?
You have read the question.
Okay, never mind.
There are 10 students. You can hear me.
Yeah, I read the question.
Okay. There are 10 students. And from
Yes,
there,
I can
9
understand.
are right-handed. Right, right-handed. So what can you tell me if there is a 11 students, 11 students from this 10, 9 are right-handed and one is left-handed. Left-handed. So now I am asking you about probability.
Yeah.
If there is an 11 student coming in your classroom, so what is the probability? He will be right-handed or left-handed? Where probability is more? You got my questions there? There? I think you cannot hear me. Hello, Zed.
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you
Okay, so
now.
there is a connection problem
You're
here.
still breaking up.
Okay, we'll stop it here today
You
due to
stop
the
she.
further questions. Okay,
What?
we'll stop it here. There is a connection problem here in my house. My Wi-Fi is not working. So we'll stop it here today.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
share you the recording and as well as the homework. Just text me on my WhatsApp.
Just,
Okay,
all
I'll
right,
list the
got
number
it.
here. Assalamu alaikum.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Wait, walaikum salam. So should I leave now or no?
Yes, you may leave. You may leave. Yes. Thank you, Zed.
Uh, Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye.